There are millions of these different types of fertilizers that are out there. There's plant foods, and you have fertilizers, and you've got minerals, and you've got potash, or you could just buy one bucket that's got all of it. And I want to introduce you to this lady. This is Barbara King.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome, welcome.
Oh, so good to be here.
Your whole family, whole line of master gardeners. This is a product that comes to us from the UK.
Yes, from
our
Richard
friend
Jackson.
Richard Jackson, who is a master gardener aficionado. He is the gentleman that puts English in English gardens.
He sure does, and he has a huge following. In fact, Richard Jackson Blossom Booster is the #1 gardening product of all time in England.
Yes.
That's huge. At QVC UK England, they love him. So my husband and I met him, and he said, you really have to try our fertilizer. And after hearing about all the reviews and all the people, we still were a little skeptical, especially my husband, who is the most amazing grower I've ever seen, has won so many blue ribbons.
He grows orchids.
He grows everything.
Okay.
But he absolutely killed it with orchids. And Richard said, even though you're a professional, try this. It's for beginners, it's for professionals, it's for anybody that wants more, bigger, or better fruits, flowers, or vegetables. And Richard said, let me tell you why I made this. I made this because I know what plants need.
Yep.
And I knew it wasn't out there. So Richard said, so I made it. I put really high levels of potash. I know you know what that's for.
It's just a matter of feeding the plant properly. And we'll get in on all of it. Can we show the animation?
Oh, yeah.
This is really kind of cool. And by the way, this is new. We've had Richard's product here before, Richard Jackson's, but 4 pounds is a different.
He puts a wetting agent into his formula so the nutrients stay in the plant. On the left is water that rolls away. On the right is Richard Jackson that soaks all these amazing nutrients, the seaweed extract, the micronutrients that give your plants a burst of energy that they're going to need to produce all these fruits, flowers, and vegetables. I love reading what people send with their photos. These are all Richard's customers.
That's all container gardening, by the way.
It's really hard to do to get the right nutrients. This is Pat Clark, who said, I just never saw my garden like this. She won the gold medal in Oxford competition. This is one flower on a hydrangea plant. This blows my mind. And this is when I started using all of Richard Jackson's Blossom Booster on all of my plants before they go out of the flower shop.
I was picking on Richard. I go, Richard, where do you find people for the photos with such tiny hands? And Richard, that dry British sense of humor.
Oh,
look at this. If you love to grow vegetables,
especially tomatoes,
this is like cheating on the final exam.
We did a field study and actually got a legal claim that when used against a leading brand of fertilizer,
think of the name of fertilizer. It's the one we're talking about.
Leading brand. Richard Jackson produced more tomatoes. Less blossom and rot. It helps with that. You're going to get more tomatoes. We have that legal claim now, and we noticed that just when we were using it on all our vegetables and plants.
This is an expiring offer, and part of this is to encourage you to pick it up today for a reason. That price of $28.42 goes away at the end of the day. By the way, that's rhubarb.
Yeah, Terry Jones.
Very seldom does rhubarb grow big enough to kill a man. That's amazing.
I know, and I love reading about everyone's success with Richard Jackson. So, not that it just is such an amazing fertilizer with all the right nutrients that plants need.
Well, you're giving us 4 pounds of it. This should be what you buy before your plants show up.
Yeah, it's not going to go bad. As you can see, this is a granular formula, so you're going to make it up fresh whenever you want to use it. It comes with the scoop, so a half a scoop to 1 gallon. It'll make 362 gallons.
That's amazing.
Mix it up. That's how easy this is to use. You can use it with a hose end sprayer if you want to get more of the garden, or you can use it in the watering can.
Plants feed in 2 different ways. Spraying the top is called foliar feeding. And that's highly wonderful for a lot of these
Yeah.
plants. But it's also important to go ahead and spray some of this onto the soil before you plant.
You can see the soil, it
Yep.
soaks in with Richard Jackson
makes
because
water wetter.
Exactly. And not only is it amazing ingredients, unlike anything my husband and I, who grow plants for a living, we've used everything. We saw a dramatic difference in using Richard Jackson because of the ingredients. Not just the ingredients, but they hold
balance.
in the soil. They will soak in, and with hanging plants, potted plants, really difficult. It will make your plants explode. Your neighbors will notice the difference. I noticed the difference. I love hearing from customers who said, we actually noticed the difference in 2 weeks.
We have a sister station, QVC UK. This is the #1 gardening product sold there. #1. To be able to bring it back to you now in a 4-gallon tub is perfect at $28.42. All the plants that you're considering buying this year, they all need to be fed. And you can't count on Mother Nature to do that for you.
No.
Let's admit it. Gardening
people.
is a full contact competitive sport with your neighbor. You want to beat the neighbor, this is how you do it.
No kidding.
Thank you.
For everyone.
It's always good to see you.
Thank you.
We now, by the way, the price is going away. That'll go up at the end of the day at $28.42. We've had several hundred that have been ordered again this morning.
People love this.
Barbara, thank you.
Thank you.
Love working with you. I want to show you another 1 day only. Now, this is all about gardening, and today is our big first weekend gardening special. A lot of